Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about NISAR. And in this session, we'll first discuss a brief about NISAR, and then we'll discuss what are the objectives of NISAR, and two particular bands associated with NISAR is L band and S band. We'll discuss what are those, and this is a collaboration between the NASA and ISRO. So we'll discuss what is the collaboration, and finally we'll discuss few points about the relevance of NISAR mission. So this is how I plan this session. Let's now start. So friends, NISAR is a joint collaboration for dual frequency L and S band SAR, that is synthetic aperture radar for Earth observation, and NASA and ISRO signed a partnership on September 2014 to collaborate on and launch NISAR, and the mission is targeted to launch in early 2022 next year from ISRO's Sriharikota spaceport in Andhra Pradesh, and it is capable of producing extremely high resolution images for a joint Earth observation satellite mission with NASA, and it will be the first satellite mission to use two different radar frequencies, that is L band and S band, to measure changes in our planet surface less than a centimeter across. So that is the brief about the NISAR mission, that is the NASA ISRO SAR mission. And now we'll discuss what are the objectives of NISAR. The objectives are: it will observe Earth's land and ice covered surfaces globally with 12-day regularity on ascending and descending passes, sampling Earth on an average every 6 days for a baseline 3-year mission. And it will measure Earth's changing ecosystems, dynamic surfaces, and ice masses, providing information about biomass, natural hazards, sea level rise, and groundwater, and will support a host of other applications. It will also provide data on natural hazards, including earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes, and landslides. So these are the objectives of NISAR. Now we discuss what are L and S bands. So friends, as we discussed in the initial part, NISAR will be the first satellite mission to use two different radar frequencies, L band and S band. L band waves are used for GPS units because they are able to penetrate clouds, fog, rainstorms, and vegetation. And S band is used by airport surveillance radar for air traffic control, weather radar, surface ship radar, and some communication satellites, especially those used by NASA to communicate with the space shuttle and the International Space Station. And NISA uses sophisticated information processing technology known as SAR, that is synthetic aperture radar, to produce extremely high resolution images. And the radar penetrates clouds and darkness, enabling NISA to collect data day and night in any weather. So that are L and S bands. And now we'll discuss what is the collaboration about the NISA. We already discussed that NISAR is a collaboration project between NASA and ISRO, and NASA is providing missions L band SAR, which is a high rate communication subsystem for science data, GPS receivers, and a solid state recorder and a payload data subsystem. And ISRO is providing spacecraft bus, the S band radar, the launch vehicle, and associated launch services for the mission, whose goal is to make global measurements of the causes and consequences of land surface changes using advanced radar imaging. So that is the collaboration about. And now we discuss what are the relevance of NISAR, or how this mission is going to impact our society. As discussed earlier, the NISAR mission mainly aims at studying the elements of Earth from an observing satellite. The first point here is life and civilization. This will provide maps of surface soil moisture globally every 6 to 12 days at a spatial scale of individual farm fields. And this offers unprecedented detail and is vital for monitoring the habitats of plants, animals, and humans. And then we have damage mapping. Mission will provide maps and images of any disturbance which may lead to a natural disaster, and like hurricanes, earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, etc. And next function is it will protect water and oil spills. Every year, emergency responders work to prevent hundreds of oil and chemical spills from harming people and the environment. And the rapid identification of spilled oil in vast open waters of oceans and Gulf is key to minimize damage. And this radar remote sensing can provide the necessary information. And next point is glaciers and ice sheets. Observations of flow of Earth's ice sheet and glaciers are critical to understanding current and future rates of sea level rise. This will provide data on that also. And marine hazards. Oil spill is also a marine hazard, and also other marine hazards like ocean wind waves and sea ice extent can aid weather forecasting and warn of marine hazards. And it will also forecast floods, which is a very necessary function, and it informs downstream communities if a flood is coming and how much flood to expect. And the last point here is protecting forest resources. It is designed to monitor global forest extent and quality, and to provide accurate and timely information on forest volume and products for sustainable development and management of ecosystem goods and services. So these are the relevance of NISAR mission in our society. So that's all about this particular topic, guys. It's a very important topic from the science and technology. So please study about this very expected question also. Thank you for watching this lesson. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic.